Hey, Cat Kingdom. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects in this world, music. And I brought two major talents here with me. Not one, two, that I had the pleasure to work with. And let me introduce. Anthony Kali. To my right is a director, producer who also writes his own material. You've made so many short movies, music videos. Hi,
Hi,
Anthony.
how's it going?
Welcome to Cat on the Loose.
Thanks for having
We're
me.
going to explain why you're here. And to my left, Cat Square today, Katt Rardi. Hi, baby.
Hi.
Super talented singer. You write your own material. You're also an actor. And you have this fabulous single out there. I want to take you there. Are you
Take
going
you
to?
there, out now, everywhere.
Welcome to Cat on the
Thank
Loose. It's
you.
such a pleasure having you guys here.
Thanks for having us. This is great.
Amazing. I hope you get to sing for us a little bit today.
Still a little early, but
I know, maybe
we
maybe in a
can.
little bit, right?
Yeah, we
Maybe
can
in a
get
little bit.
there. We
So
can
let's
get there.
explain how the universe brought us here together.
Sure.
Anthony and Katt, you guys met when you were working.
Yeah, so back in 2020, I was casting for a feature film. I wrote and directed, and she was living in New York at the time. In the feature, we shot half of it in New York, and I just needed somebody for a New Year's Eve party, and the character's name was Gorgeous Blonde, and Kat fit that description very well.
I agree.
She we met over there, so she came on. It was only a one-day shoot for us, but we've always stayed in contact afterwards, and she knocked it out of the park, of course. But since then, we've just always kept in touch until she eventually moved out here.
Good
Mhm.
move, by the
It's
way.
so funny hearing things from your lens, because from my lens, I was like freaking out when I booked that job in New York, when I booked his movie. I love telling this story because when I booked the role, first of all, having an IMDb credits that says gorgeous blonde, like what? Like never in my life did I think that that would be me. So that thank you for that charity work, seriously. But it was the first job I had ever booked where when a self-tape request came through, he was like, I just want to call you on the phone really quick. And we talked on the phone and he explained the role and he explained the story and he was just so passionate and honest and and lovely on the phone, and I was like, "This is the first time I've ever spoken with a director before taping." So I really appreciated that, and then he created such a safe, fun, communicative set, and it was just such a blast, and I remembered being like, "Wow, all these guys live in LA, and that's so cool, and that's where I wanna be, and da 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 da," and then flash forward 2 years later, I was like, "Hey, guys, I'm
I'm
here."
here.
And they have not been able to get rid of me since. I don't think I've left them alone. Yeah. So
Fantastic move. So you come to LA. By the way, before I continue, you're Cat with two T's. So I'm Cat with one, and you're Cat with twos. And
yes.
today is Cat Square taking over the world. So you move to LA, and you keep in touch with Anthony, and you decide you're going to pursue your music career, and you do have a fantastic voice, and you guys are going to listen to it, right? So that's like your passion.
Yeah, I think I moved out here for both acting and music, and I
Hmm.
kinda was just playing, like, the balance game
Yeah.
of, what needs more nurturing at this time and what's attracting more, and, yeah, I just think whenever, like, passion, or inspiration strikes, I'm like,
Hmm.
"Okay, let's get the
Let's
ball
do it.
rolling on
Yeah.
it. Yeah, let's strike while the iron's hot." So,
Yeah, that totally. We can do everything, right? We can do all of it at the same time.
I'm trying.
So let's talk about the single, I'll Take You There,
Yes.
because I fell in love with the song. It's insanely catchy. It should,
Thank you.
I say that every day. I'm manifesting. It should be on the radio. It should be on the radio. It should be on the radio. It's going to be on the radio. It's going to be on the radio. It's going to be on the radio. How did it come about?
Okay. So I was in the studio. A friend had set up a session for me. And at this time, I had been in LA for about a year and I was in sessions 2, 3 times a week, just meeting with different producers, meeting with different co-writers and feeling a little frustrated because I wasn't clicking with someone that I felt a real like everyone was great and brilliant, but I wasn't feeling that like that ultimate synergy, you know? And so when I met with this producer, Jeff, shout out Jeff, um, it was like it just felt so natural and I everything I was throwing at him he understood and then enhanced, which was really great. And so we were in the studio and we were just kind of had a start from scratch session and I just wanted to make something that was fun. I was like, I just want to make something that makes me feel good, makes other people feel good, makes me dance, and Take You There came about. And actually, I think that the hook was the last thing I came up with because I remember starting with the Hollywood hangout and then the New York line came in and the Brooklyn line came in. I was like, do I want to make a song about California or New York? And that's exactly where I was at that point when I wrote the record. I was like, do I want to stay in LA or do I want to be in New York? I did not know. So it was so funny that I couldn't pick what I wanted to write the song about. And then eventually I was like, well, I'm just going to make it about both and make it about nights
Yeah,
out
why
because
not?
whatever. Why do I have to pick one?
So you wrote the entire song yourself.
Yeah.
That's incredible, right?
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
It's really
Actually,
fabulous work.
I will say Jeff came up with the lyric golden hour silhouette because I was
Fair
like,
enough.
because I was like, New York City with the wind in my hair. And then I was like cruising down
Sing
Sunset.
it.
Um,
New York City with the
New
wind.
York City with the wind in my hair. I wanna take you there, cruising down Sunset. And then I was like, what comes after that? He goes, golden hour silhouette. I was like, Jeff, that's literally the best lyric of the whole song. What? So yeah,
Match made in
shouts
song
to
heaven.
yes, shouts to him for that too. Yeah. So then we were just, and of course, moving to LA, right? I'm working with all these LA producers, and the one I find the most synergy with lives in New York.
Well,
So he goes back to New York. We're working virtually. We're going back and forth. And I'm like, I'm telling you, like, we're going to do it. It's going to be fine. We're going to work virtually. We're going to finish the song. I'll do the vocals here. I think we had one session in New York and then the song came to be.
and it's super adorable. And
Oh,
then
thank you.
you decided to partner with Anthony to do the music video.
Anthony decided to partner with me.
Anthony was like, I'm going to do the music video for this
Yes.
song.
Yeah, well, I heard the song and immediately, like, sometimes when you hear a song, because this is me and my team, this is the 4th music video we've done, and usually when I hear a song, like, visuals will just pop in my head. And Katt, hearing the song that she had, and it wasn't even done yet, but it was so put together
Yeah.
and just so catchy that I was just getting these flashes of
Yeah.
very poppy, very bright colors, very, like, I know exactly where we got to go. And so, I pitched her an idea, which she was totally okay with. And she brought her own elements of like, there's got to be a pool. I was like, of course. There has to be
I
some
think I
music
had
video."
like 3 non-negotiables.
Yes.
One was the pool,
Yes.
the Sunset Boulevard.
Yes.
I probably had one more.
You
now.
did.
The
I think it
hot
was an
guy.
hour. Yes. Yes. The bicycle, the motorcycle. Yes.
I met Carlo, who's in the music video. He plays the motorcyclist, and he plays
you
the
picked
hot
who
guy by the
cast
pool.
that? Was it
That was
Anthony?
Katt.
I
That was Katt.
I would.
You
You
casted
cast-
Carlo.
I think I did a majority of the casting, and you took care of the crew.
Correct.
I would say, yeah.
Yes.
Great job.
Yeah. Nice job, team.
So now, parenthesis. Here is my part in the story because people
You
listening
did that
don't know.
casting, of course.
I get an email from Anthony inviting me. Hey, I'm working on this music video. Do you want to be a part of it? I had no idea. I didn't know it was you because he didn't tell me. I did not know the song. I did not know anything, but I was like, yes, I'll do it because I knew your work.
Oh,
I knew
thank you.
other things that you had done. So I was like, no problem. I'm sure whoever the artist is, I'm sure it's somebody amazing because I thought, everything that he's working with is gonna. But then when I got, so I said, yes, I'll do it for sure. And then when I got to the set and I heard the song and I saw your face, I was like, oh, I'm so happy that I'm here. I knew this was gonna be so much fun.
You walked up to me and you immediately just started, oh my God, this song is going to be on the radio. I'm going to manifest this for you. This
Yes.
is like, you are like, you don't even understand. And you were just saying the nicest, most amazing things. Thank you so much for being a part of it.
Aw,
Thank you for bringing
for
her on.
having me.
And then I said to you, are those Louboutins?
Oh, yeah. Because he told me, he said, you're going to play a kick-ass music executive that is going to find Katt and is going to bring her to the label and say, look, she's a star. So I'm like, okay, I got to dress the part, right?
And you did. You slayed that.
Killed it.
You
Absolutely
slayed that
killed
little
it.
moment where you just tilt those sunglasses down. Backtracking, I had met Carlo at
Carlos the hot model, by the way,
Carlo's
guys.
hot model. We'll put his Instagram somewhere. And I met him. We were working a movie premiere, like maybe over a year ago. And he was so lovely. We were just having the best talks about film and acting and everything and moving to LA and the highs and the lows. And I'm just looking at him the entire time, like, this guy, like, I'm just, wow. I don't know what, wow. I was just
Eye candy.
gorgeous and like a
Yeah.
beautiful human inside too,
Yeah.
you know,
He's
which
very nice, very chill.
really
Yeah.
great guy. What a great group we got together for this, really.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what I'm going to use you for, but we're going to do something. And then this rolled around, and I was like, bing.
Bingo.
You still down to do that thing and bring your bike and then him and I have also been talking about possibly doing another project together. So we'll see
Cool.
what comes of that. And then even before you decided to take on Take You There, I think I was in a rut, and I had hit up Anthony a few 6 months ago. When did we grab that lunch?
Yeah, something like 6 months
Something
ago.
like 6
Yeah.
months ago. And I'm like I was in a low. I was in a low. I didn't know if I wanted to be here. I didn't know what I was doing. And I was like, Anthony, I feel like has I was like, Anthony, I feel like knows what he's doing. And I really value his work. And I just want to pick his brain. So we did lunch, and I told him all these. I guess I started with like film ideas. I was
Yes,
like, these
you
are all
did.
my acting ideas. These are all my project ideas. And he's like, but what about music? He's like, what are you doing with music right now? And I was like, well, and then I left the lunch feeling like I didn't know if anything would come of it. And then he was like, here's my shot list and treatment for Take You There. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. You're down to do something.
Oh my God, I love
And
it.
I mean, his turnover rate is unreal. Anytime
Yeah.
I present something to Anthony, he's on it. I think we're both doers in that way, and we love collaboration, and we love bringing people together, and it's just such a special thing
Yeah.
because that's what we all came here for, right?
Oh, yeah. And I think it's all about energy, right? I like working with people with great energy. That's
1000%.
usually what draws me to certain jobs. It's not, money oriented. It's more like the crew who I'm going to work with. And if somebody has like a bad vibe or bad energy, I'm like, no. But if I feel like a good vibe, that's usually what I'm attracted to. And like I said, when you send me the email and I knew your past works, I was like, yes, I don't have to know much. And I think you see the end result. Like if you guys go right now, go to YouTube, and I'm going to put your links here on this episode. But if you go to YouTube and you see the video, I'll take you there. It's just such a good vibe video. The end result, it's like a fun song. You can be having the shittiest day and you put it on in the morning and it makes you want to
You're
dance.
suddenly in New York City with the wind in your hair.
Exactly. And you actually posted something on Instagram. You're like, that's how the music video is exactly how you were feeling. You try to translate that into the video, right?
And kudos to you for I think, you plant the seed and you have ideas and I think what makes a collaboration is I'm able to bring to the table certain ideas. Ant was able to bring to the table certain ideas, and he understood what I can't figure out uh cinematically. You're able to figure out, but because
Yeah,
I
you're
love
great with the camera.
yeah, you
You're really
are.
good.
And like
You
I
really
love
are.
film so much, and I think that translates in my
Yeah.
music. I think I write very cinematically,
Yeah.
and a lot of my music videos have little Easter eggs from films and stuff like that. And Ant just understood what the girl in that video needed, and it was it kind of
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
do you know what again, it makes it very easy when you have a song that's already put together. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And so, I mean, Kat is obviously somebody who's on set, always shows up very professionally. One thing I never had to worry about on set was the wardrobe changes. She just took care of that, which was awesome. She would come up and
She
be like,
was ready to
red or
go.
pink? Which one? Pink. Made my job much easier. So
Yeah.
having wardrobe change just on deck, thank you very much.
I'd be like, how much till
Mhm.
places? You're like, you got 12 minutes. I'm like, perfect. Disappear. I come back a literal different person. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I had some flyaways, definitely. Like
Yes.
watching the video back, I'm like, oh, I probably could have used a hair person, but I think that it adds to
Look,
this
listen, you did an amazing
imaginary
job. I think we're
world.
always tough on ourselves. Like you were saying, and I don't know if you have that, but I've had that many times in my career, like imposter syndrome. No matter how well we do something, we always look at our work like, do I really deserve this? Am I doing a good job? Should I give up? Am I a fraud?
I'm having it right now.
No, I'll fucking kill you. No.
No, just kidding.
Too late for that.
Um,
We won't let you. But have you ever felt that way?
100%. We
Yeah.
were talking. We
Yeah.
grabbed
25 minutes ago.
we grabbed a
Oh,
coffee.
yeah?
Just talking
We
about-
did grab a
Yeah.
coffee before this to kind of just like go over some stuff
Yeah.
and possibly talk about future projects in the
Yeah.
works. But we were talking about imposter syndrome, and I think all those thoughts definitely ran through before moving to LA. And then moving
Yeah.
to LA, it was like 10 times anything I'd
Yeah.
ever felt in my life. Imposter
It
syndrome.
magnifies everything, right? The good
Absolutely.
and the bad.
Well, I find that the only way I can cope with that is just getting tunnel vision on
Hmm.
whatever the work
Same.
is.
I
I get off
agree.
social media. I took
Yeah.
I think that's what also made me so hyper focused on Take You There was I was able to take
Yeah.
a social media break. And social media for me, I was in that comparison place
Yeah,
and
you can do that.
it
Yeah,
was not
you
good for
cannot
me.
do that.
Nope.
I went
I
cold
remember when I
turkey.
met you that day of the music video, I wanted to tag you because I do have a really big
Yes.
audience. And I'm like, Kat, I want people to find you. And you were like, I'm not ready. Your account was private. And I was like, girl, open up. You need to look at social media as your marketing tool. Like, don't compare yourself to others. Who cares what everybody else is doing? I know it's very hard, but like, you need to open up for your work
And I
because it's the
needed that
only,
break.
yeah. But
I
I was
needed that
like,
break.
no, I understand
Yeah.
because, yeah, it can be so hard because obviously the bigger you get, people are vicious.
Oh
They
yeah.
start writing nasty people that don't even know
I think
you.
about that more than I think about imposter syndrome. I think about, wow, when
Yeah,
I start to taste it and
yeah,
I feel that
yeah. We
closeness
were
and I'm
talking about
like,
that the other day.
wow,
Remember? Yeah,
when you actually start to feel the feeling
yeah,
of feeling seen and feeling perceived and like all
yeah,
that stuff, I'm like, whoa. And I know Chapel Roan is talking about it a
yeah,
lot right now. And it's just like, because you're going to get both. You're going to get
yeah,
both ends. You just have to have that tunnel vision, like you were saying, and just
yeah.
do it because you love to do it and because it
Yes.
inspires people. And someone gave me a piece of advice about imposter syndrome and oh, but somebody else deserves it more and blah blah blah. It's because you're making it about yourself, and you have to make it about the bigger picture, which is, you know,
Yeah, I don't think it's like somebody else deserves it more. I think this is my opinion. I don't think we're competition with anyone. Each one of us individually offers something so
yeah,
unique as
100%.
artists. Like my podcast is like nobody else's podcast in the world. Your music is like no other. Your vision and so forth. So I think it's
We
really
were just talking
stupid,
about that too.
like comparing with other people. And going back to Chapel, lately she's been complaining a lot, right? Like, oh, I'm in the spotlight. Oh my God, I can't handle it. I can handle it. It's hard, it's hard. And I'm saying, this is what I said when people ask me about it. We know what comes with the territory, right? You know, if your song is going to play on the radio, you're going to have thousands and thousands of people after you. And I think you need to develop the famous alligator skin and just focus, like you said, on your work and focus on what is important to you and don't let distractions distract you.
Yeah.
Really, you need to be real to yourself,
But I think
you know?
something to be said about her stance is just safety as a celebrity. And like,
Yeah.
she talks a lot about like the stalking and the threatening her family. Like, there's just like certain things that come with it. Like you said,
It
it
comes
comes
with
with
the
the territory.
territory. Like if you
It
don't want to
does.
do it,
Well, maybe
yeah.
she can just hire more bodyguards.
Yeah.
Exactly. You hire more security, you hire a great team around you, right? You need to be
It
surrounded
does,
by
though.
people that you
And it
really
is scary. You have to
trust.
think all those
Yeah.
things through. I think, a lot of celebrities that started so young. I know when I wanted this as a kid, I didn't think about that.
Right.
I just saw Britney and I was like, you know? And then you start to get older and you learn and you understand.
Yeah.
And some people have that realization very early on and they want to be able to go to the grocery store, you know? And other people are like, well, I could just send someone to do that for me. I don't really
Yeah.
want to waste my time at the
Please,
grocery store.
I don't have those issues, and I still want somebody else to do it for me.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
there you go. Same.
Yeah.
I call Amazon Fresh.
There you go. Amazon Fresh, yeah. Or ShopRite,
But
shop
it's
from
it's a
home.
personal choice, right?
Yeah.
Like that you have to do as an artist.
Yes.
If you are an artist and you're like you want to take your art to the next level, that's the choice that you make. Because there are a lot of artists they're like, you know what, I'm happy playing underground. I'm happy playing like at
There's
clubs.
session musicians or
Exactly.
something.
Or
Yeah.
like, no, I want to be like that artist that my songs will be played on the radio. I want to share my music with millions. It's a choice.
I love Frank Ocean and he just came into this world, gave us brilliant bodies of work. And then he's just a recluse and he just lives wherever he lives in
Yeah.
LA and really no
And
one
there are
bothers
many
him.
like that.
And I'm
There
like,
are
that's
many like
nice.
that.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Just drop a couple albums. Oh,
Yeah.
see ya.
And you know, there are actors like that. There are actors that make
Yes.
millions of dollars. They go, they make their movie, and they're not celebrities. You know, there's a big difference
I don't
between
know
being an actor and a
if
celebrity.
every
you
actor
know?
gets to choose, though. I feel like
Yeah,
some
you get
people
to
can't.
choose.
They just receive scrutiny and they're like, I don't
No, you
know.
get to choose because if look, let me give you an example, right? You live in LA.
Mhm.
They know exactly where paparazzi goes. So you choose that life of a celebrity. You know you're going to be
Yeah.
photographed. You
Yeah.
know you're going to be in the public eye. Or you do your movie and you disappear. And in between movies, people never ever find you. They have no idea where you are. They don't know what
That's
you're
pretty dope.
doing. And you never hear from them. And there are so many of them like that.
Yeah, maybe there's
So many.
this
And
struggle to stay relevant, right? So it's like
yeah.
there's probably a fear because you try and you wait so many years to finally get a yes, and then you
Mm.
do a movie and you're like, well,
Yeah.
if I disappear now, like, what if I don't get another movie? What if I'm not relevant anymore? That's where my anxious brain goes. I'm like, I gotta stay in the spotlight. Like, what if they won't give me another movie?
Well, I think, like I think I sent you a message about that like a few days ago because sometimes every once in a while I hear a little something negative coming from you, like your own fear, I think, of your own success. And I always say, no, don't say that because I really believe, from
Yeah,
you.
Katt, shut up and just stay
Yeah,
positive.
exactly. Well, because I believe, I don't know if you think I'm crazy, but I believe the universe has ears. Like I think everything you
sure,
say
yeah,
out
yeah.
loud becomes your reality.
Yes.
So if you
Yes.
say something bad, so I'm always like, you need to manifest only amazing things
Positive vibes.
for you, for yourself. And then I don't even know why, because I'm not a psychic or anything. I said to Katt, I said, just make sure you're careful with whoever is around you. Don't listen to negativity because I know your work is going to grow and a lot of people are going to start criticizing you and try to drag you down and calling
And that's
you
where
names.
those negative thoughts
Yeah.
usually
So
come
like
from other
ignore it.
people.
And I don't know
Yes,
why I
ignore
wrote her that message. Like just ignore it. Ignore it. Ignore it. Do your own thing. Don't let it get to you.
Well, you hit on something very important right there about the type of people you surround yourself with, because that is also a fine line between like people who are going to build you up, really help your career, just help your, mindset, but also not just a bunch of yes men, or yes women.
Yeah.
People who are going to give you constructive feedback, people who
Yeah.
are going to sit you down and listen and say, listen, that really wasn't a good idea.
Yeah.
So it's like it is about who you surround yourself with, and you want a good team, you want good friends to just be
Yes.
able to be clear to you.
Yes.
You want clarity.
And then you said another keyword there, friends around you, but then also differentiating your friend from your professional team.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I think I was just gonna use a therapist as an example. Like, of course, I'm gonna talk to my friends about my boy problems or whatever I have going on, but my therapist is always gonna give it to me non-biased and also tell me ways to um find solutions for the
Sure.
situation and not just spiral with me in a circle like maybe a friend would. And I think it's the same thing professionally where it's important to be able to. And some of over the years, I've collaborated with a lot of my friends, and we've had to go through learning curves of what our boundaries are professionally and friendship wise, and how do I say this to you without stepping on your toes, and and I have some friends, like I work with one friend who she prioritizes, like, if we do a photo shoot, I get my photos back the next day. Like, she
Oh, that's
prioritizes it
nice.
because I'm her friend.
That, of
And other
course.
friends put you at
Yeah.
the bottom of the list because, oh, that's a friend, I could get to it later. So I
That's more
think
kind of like a frenemy. I always worry about those. They tell you
Sure.
they're your friend, and that's another thing I think I said to you. Like they tell you they're your friend, until they see you popping, until they see like your work being, becoming more and more successful.
Or better than theirs.
Yeah, and
Right.
then they're like, they're the first ones that look at your stories, the first one that look at your social media, but they're not really your friend because I think a friend is like 1,000,000% supportive. They will do
Sure.
anything in this world to put you there.
Yes.
But most people are not like that.
Most people are terrible. I think that's true.
Right. Unfortunately.
You heard it here, folks.
yeah, I'm the negative one. Okay.
This is more like reality.
No,
It's
true.
human
It's
nature.
true. I think, another thing that comes with moving to LA is a lot of people move out here alone. They
Yeah.
move out here with no friends, no family, and we are grasping for dear life to hold on to anything that gives us some control,
Yes.
some
Yes.
comfort, anything. So I think that finding those friends is so valuable, like finding those real, true
Yes.
friends who I have such as you guys were talking, I'm just thinking about my circle of friends that really every time I tell them about something that is going good for me, they really are so happy for me and I'm so happy for them. And we're at each other's shows. And if we can't make it, there's never any hard feelings because we are all pursuing this same journey and we have that mutual understanding. And the people that have that frenemy energy, like you said, you gotta just keep that
Yes.
tunnel vision and just wish them the best and on their journey,
Cut it
because
out.
it's
Cut it
hard.
out.
It is
Yeah.
hard, and I think that going back to that Instagram thing, it is hard when I'm like, "Ugh, I really wanna be happy for this person. Why am I angry? Why am I jealous? Why are they getting more opportunities than me?" And it's like, I'm angry with myself because I want to feel the happiness and I want to be happy for them, but I can't find it, and it's somewhere lost underneath all that envy, and I'm like, "Get out of there." Um, and then I use all those emotions for acting. No. Um, but,
No, I think you need to
but
know that your place is like there. You need to focus on yourself. I know it sounds crazy and it sounds easy at the same time, but it always works.
Hmm.
Like with your music, yeah, there are millions of other talented singers there, but you need to believe like that your song is so fabulous and your voice is so good that your place is there waiting for you. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
And you
That
know what?
you
And
just
she's got
know that with every fiber of your being, nobody can take your spot away from you.
And she's
Aw.
got the
You
body
know?
of work to support it. I mean, like,
Yeah,
I've told her that, like,
exactly.
like, a song that's always up on my, like, daily mix is her, like, Memory Motel, which is a
Oh yeah,
song that's, like, a year
I
old, but, like,
know
I
that is
fucking love it.
such a good one too. That is so true. We're talking
Yeah.
about take you there, take you there, take you there, but yeah, you have other really good
My
songs.
first EP was called Memory Motel, and I just was talking to my friend, the friend that does photos for me as well. Shout out Marissa. She sent me this huge, amazing, beautiful poem that she wrote. She just randomly texted it to me. And I go, "Oh, wow, this is almost like if Memory Motel had a 2.0." And she was like, "Yeah, I listened to Memory Motel and then I wrote this poem." Like it straight up inspired. She's like, "I can't believe you made that correlation." And going back to what we were kind of talking about is like, it may be old to me, it's new to somebody else. It's still inspiring you guys, which is incredible to me. I'm like, wow, something that I wrote in 2020 is still resonating with people.
Yes.
And then lost my train of thought. Yeah, it just blows my mind. Oh, doing it, when you have those moments of imposter syndrome and you make it about yourself and then remembering like, wow, this little song that I wrote that maybe I thought nobody was ever gonna hear is, like, inspiring my closest friends. Like, that is
Yeah,
so valuable to
Yeah.
me and
yeah.
so cool. I'm like, someone that maybe has never written a long poem before just wrote one because they listened to my song. Like, that is so
And
cool.
it's because you never know what it is that's gonna really, like, kick off for somebody, like, once I'm a firm believer that once you put the work out there, you kinda don't own it anymore. You kind of, like, exercise
I
that beast
agree
from
with
you.
you. Yeah.
It's done, it's out there.
Yeah.
Let anybody who enjoy it, who wants to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Anthony was texting me a lot after the video, and he was like, "Do you not want people to hear this part of the song? Do you not want me to post this clip yet? Do you want me to, like, wait on this?" And I
Yes.
go "Anthony, leak it.
Yeah.
Yeah, leak it.
Exploit me.
Put it
Leak
out
me.
there.
Let's go. Come on, leak it."
I think we all know this is an insanely tough industry, right?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's the toughest, but probably one of the toughest. And we are in the most competitive place
Mhm.
in the world for this industry. And a lot of artists come here every day thinking that it's going to be easy,
Right.
right? And that's why so many people get disappointed. I hear that all the time. They come from, like you said, many times alone and they say, "Oh, I'm going to try this out for a year and I'm going to see how it goes. Oh, I'm going to try this out." I get messages from people all over the world because I do the podcast. They're like, "Oh, I'm going to start a podcast. How do I make money? How can I?" And I start laughing because I'm like, I hope you know how much work you have to put into this before you use the word money,
Yeah.
before you grow an audience.
Mm.
Like anything, right? Like in acting, singing. So I think for me, the key is every time you're doubting yourself, like the hardest days, I know it sounds crazy, but I think the day that you're really thinking about giving up is the day that you have to be the strongest. I don't know
Yes.
why. Like the
Yeah.
day you say, fuck this shit. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna give up my. Is the day that you really, really, really
Yeah.
gotta be even stronger. Say, you know what? Because that's usually the turning point that you're doing something right. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Because it's so hard, like he said, you put the music video out there, you never know it. Maybe it's that one day that the right person is gonna look at it and call you. You know what I mean? You just gotta keep going.
It's about following your bliss,
Yeah.
to quote Joseph Campbell. You know what I mean? Like, if it's
Yeah.
really something that makes you happy,
Yeah.
that's what you should just be doing, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah,
And if
going
it's,
back to money, I think Anthony and I surrendered that idea a long time ago, and I think,
Yeah,
but
same.
I think too, yeah, I think it's, I know for, I could maybe speak for you, but like, I can't not do this. Every time I try to quit, and I say, my friends are like, so I go home, they're like, how's music going? I quit. Every time someone asks me how it's going, I tell them I quit because it's a daily gymnastics of
Yes.
having to like convince yourself I'm all right, I'm doing this because I don't have a choice. It's something that I wake up every day and I'm like, all right, I'm doing this. And actually, I woke up this morning and I said to myself, this is so easy. So what you were saying, like it's the toughest industry, but those affirmations of like, no, speak it into existence. This is very
Yeah.
easy. I have the most amazing people in my life, unlimited resources, the best collaborators who I believe in wholeheartedly. And I feel so lucky that I get to work with
Aw.
someone like Ant, like and my producer, like just and you and just everyone around me is just so talented and has the purest intentions. And
And I mean,
I'm like,
you
this is
have,
easy. What are you
yeah,
talking
and you
about?
have an
Tough.
incredible voice. I mean, you
Yes, you do.
cannot shut up. You cannot stop singing because your voice is like
Thank you.
fantastic.
is.
It's really good. Obviously, you compose your songs, which is something huge for a singer, right, Anthony?
Very big. Yeah. Don't have like 24 collaborators on the writing credit. So nicely done, Katt.
You're
I'll write for
writing.
you too if you want. Just call me.
You're writing, right? If anybody needs
Yeah.
a songwriter, here it is.
Aw.
So what's next for you?
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm working on my album right now.
Okay.
Yes.
It is a fully independent project. I'm gonna beat myself up at how many times I said I already know it. It's a fully independent project, and I, I don't know what else to say about it.
Well, not to spoil anything, but I did get to hear some sneak peeks
Oh,
on the
yeah?
car ride over here.
Okay.
Really good.
Anthony is completely hands-on in a majority of the
Oh,
the
oh
music
my
video
God.
age, and I'm just really excited. It's a love letter to performing, a love letter to Hollywood, a love letter to New York, and it's just been so much fun. I am having a blast making this album. Again, not getting so caught up in the stress of it and the money and not having this and
Right.
not having that and just focusing on what I do have, which is good ass songs, good ass collaborators, and fun.
Yes.
I'm just trying to stick to that fun and just having a blast.
You know,
And everything else falls into place, right? Like
100%.
follow your dreams, do it from a place
Focus
from
on the
your
music, focus on the
heart.
art,
Yes.
and
That's how I do all my work.
Sure.
Like I focus on something that I love. If I feel like I'm doing something from a place of love and passion, everything else falls into place.
because when the time comes and we can't go to the grocery store anymore and we're not maybe calling all of our own shots and there is a team in place, kind of, some other
Yeah.
people we have to listen to, I'm going to look back and be like, remember when we were just like at Coda's pool filming the music
Yeah.
video and
Yeah, remember there wasn't a video village full of managers
those
saying,
guys? Who
"Oh,
are those
can you
guys?"
switch that out? That
Yeah.
sucks." You know.
No,
I am so glad that you united us. I am so honored that you invited me to be a part of this project.
Thank you for being in
so much. Thank you for choosing me. I have no idea why, but I'm very grateful.
And now you are my like fairy
Yes.
godmother. That's how I feel
Yes,
about
I
you.
know. I think you're adorable from the bottom of my heart. Everything I say to you is
It's in the name.
from yeah. It's I mean, yes, you are a cat.
It's in the
We
name.
have special powers,
It's true.
and I hope I get to work with you guys
100%.
together again. Do you have anything
Yeah,
new coming up?
I'm writing right now.
You're writing
right now.
movie?
Yes, writing a feature
Ooh.
and writing a short. So we'll see what happens first, but My day job is also VFX, so to pay the bills. So
Yeah.
whichever one happens first, let's see what happens.
I know we all have like 10 million jobs,
Yes.
right? Because we have 10 million bills to pay, but it will all pay off.
Yes,
I'm
it will.
sure. Like you said,
10
of
million
these days-
movies to make.
Yeah, 10
I'm
million.
like, you're paying your bills?
So far.
We're trying.
Yes,
we're
we
trying.
are.
Some
No,
of
we're making
them.
it work.
Some
We're
of
making it
them.
work.
Some of them. But you guys are incredible. This was really, seriously one of the most fun jobs I've ever done. It's a really fun music video. It's
Thank
on
you.
YouTube. It's getting thousands and thousands of views on YouTube,
we are.
right, guys? So please go check it out. The song is called "I'll Take You There." Katt, do you want to sing a little chunk? I'll help you.
You want to do the chorus? Will you do it with me?
Okay, one,
got
two, three. All three of us. Let's do it.
I
I
wanna take you there, New York City with the wind in my hair. I wanna take
you there, cruising down Sunset, golden hour silhouette. I swear that these are the good days, worry about nothing, and I'm getting paid.
I wanna take you there. I wanna take you there.
That was beautiful. I was like, what if he doesn't know the lyrics? I'm like, with the editing that you did on that
If I
video.
didn't know the lyrics at this point, that'd
That'd
be
be
so embarrassing.
bad, but you did really great.
Thank
It's a fabulous, adorable song. It's going to be playing on the radio very soon. But in the meantime, you guys can listen to it everywhere, right?
Take You There is out now. It's available on every streaming service. It's available on YouTube. And stay tuned for the next
But
single.
wait. The music video is on YouTube, but the song, if somebody wants to listen right now, if they're listening to Katt on the Loose in your car and you want to listen to the song, it's on Spotify, it's
Apple
on
Music,
Apple Music,
Tidal, YouTube Music,
Tidal,
Amazon Music.
everywhere you listen to your freaking music. So please, guys, download I'll Take You There.
Basically,
it's
at
fun.
home,
It's
you have no
fabulous.
excuse.
Yeah.
And
You have
remember this,
absolutely no
if
excuse.
you are listening to the audio episode, make sure you go watch the video episode so you can see these gorgeous faces. Remember this baby face because I've been manifesting it and I'm rarely wrong. She's going to be a huge,
I'm
huge...
also-
Don't forget your poor friends when you're up there, okay?
Oh my goodness. Are you kidding
When you're
me?
like Sabrina Carpenter level,
You're not
Take
going
me there.
anywhere. Like I'm
Take-
still it's funny. Like
take me there.
I'm still gonna be
Love
like
that.
calling you like Katt, I
I
need an
know,
outfit.
I
I'm
know.
gonna still be like you're not going anywhere.
I know. I love you with all my heart. You're fabulous.
Aw,
Thank you so much for doing Katt on the Loose,
you.
guys. You are incredible. And before I let you go, thank you so much. So we are drinking mocktails, 100% USDA organic, because I was telling them a lot of us get so insanely stressed out. Our instinct is, let's go to the bar and get a cocktail. However, you can still get the stress off, get the edge of the stress off with a mocktail with natural ingredients that, don't cause any damage to your liver. A lot of people know my story. I don't know if you guys know, I was married to a raging alcoholic for
Oh my
15
God.
years. Yeah. He died from alcohol abuse. So I'm a little terrified when it comes to abusing alcohol. So yeah, I'm all for a fabulous mocktail. And São has this fabulous natural ingredients. It's 100% organic. They taste really, really good. And it's Latina-owned brand, which of course, being a Latina myself,
Ooh.
I'm all about supporting small businesses, Latina-owned. So guys, check it out. São mocktails to take the edge off, especially
Aw.
during the week without drinking alcohol. Thank you so much, guys. This was a really fun episode of Katt on the Loose. Let's keep making great music, great
Yes.
podcasts, great movies,
Thank
supporting
you.
artists. Woohoo! Thank you. You guys
Thank
are
you.
amazing. Much love. Be safe out there, and I'll be back very soon. Thank you.